Hello, Dr. Jenn, the Intuitive Phoenix, here to talk to you about what happens when things on the inside don't match what's on the outside. What I mean by that is what happens when, by all appearances, you are successful in your career, your business, in your profession, in your personal life. Things look like, well, you've got it together, that things are going well. How often has somebody said to you, oh, from everything I'm hearing or everything I'm reading on social media, it looks like, your business is going great. And at that moment, when somebody says that to you, what happens to your insides? Do they twist up in knots? Do you try to keep that expression on your face that says, oh yeah, things are great, while at the same time your mind's going, liar, liar, and your stomach is in knots because you don't know how to respond to them, feeling as if no matter what you say, you're going to be lying to them? Well, it's time to get honest with yourself. It's time to be willing to ask yourself what's more important. Is it more important that somebody else know the truth about what's going on inside of you? Or is it more important that you be willing to look at what's happening within you honestly? One of the challenges that many of the clients that I work with are experiencing is just that. It looks like their business is going well. It looks like their career is going well. It looks like their relationships are going well. And they find themselves to hold up appearances, especially when they want to bring new clients on board, that they're saying everything is good. But each time they say it, if they were paying attention to what their body was doing, they would recognize those twists and those knots and that feeling that is happening inside. So what do you do with that? Well, the first step is be honest with yourself. Who you choose to tell is all up to you. No, you don't want to necessarily share with everybody that, well, business is failing or that your relationship is really rocky or there's word at the company you work for that people might be out of jobs. You don't necessarily have to share some of these things with others, but it is time to be honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, then who can you be honest with? And why is it so important that you're honest with yourself? It's important because the clients that I'm working with are telling me they want their situations to change. They want to be living their life differently, experiencing their life differently, whether it's personally or professionally. And if they're not willing to look at what's happening in their own life, then they can't recognize what to do about moving forward. Now, I hear a lot, oh, I need more clarity. When I get clarity, I'll know what to do. When I get clarity, excuse me, I know what steps to take, but until I do, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Excuse me. Well, clarity is just another way to keep yourself often stuck and stagnant right where you are. What are some questions that you can ask yourself? What's working? What's not working? What area of your life is making you crazy, has got you super frustrated? Because no matter what you're doing, nothing seems to be changing. Or are you putting all kinds of time and effort and energy with little to no results? If you're answering yes to these questions, then it may be time to get real with you, to get honest with you. And I'll be the first to admit, this isn't always the easiest thing to do, especially in the midst of the advice that's out there that says, well, if you just get positive, if you set an intention, if you create affirmations, that your situation may change. And that may be the case. I know I've experienced myself. Sometimes shifting my energy, shifting my focus, in fact, does change the circumstances around me. The question is, are they then sustainable? In a lot of cases, they're not. And that's because there's this battle going on, and the energy that's necessary to sustain that I'm just going to keep being positive, I'm just going to keep being positive, runs out. You probably heard me say, I considered myself the positivity queen. For decades, I could find the positive in everything. But it didn't help in my long term and the way that I was living my life, because everybody thought I was always good. I wasn't. Well, to be honest, I was downright not good at different points in my life. And whether it was my business and having $35 between my personal account and my business account, or when decades ago I attempted to take my own life. But yeah, everybody thought that I was good. Everybody thought I had my stuff together. I wasn't willing to be honest with myself. Now I'm sharing this with you today because if what we're portraying to the world doesn't match how we feel and think about ourselves on the inside, at some point, something's going to happen that says, I've got to change this now. For me, the first time was after I attempted to take my own life. I realized I couldn't keep living the way that I did. The second time was, as you can imagine, when I found myself out of a relationship in a new town, trying to build a business with $35 in my account. If you're ready to start having these honest conversations with yourself, or you're ready and not sure where to begin, that's what I'm here for. I can support you on that. I've been there. If you've got questions and comments, of course, feel free to share them here or send me a private message. Because I don't want anybody else to not feel good on the inside about who they are on the outside. I did it for a really long time. So send me your comments, send me your questions. And if you're ready to dive into this, shoot me a message. We'll connect. We'll get on the phone. So that way, when the inside matches the outside, feels good. Good things are happening. Good things are happening. All right. I'm sending health and love and ease to you until we connect again. I'll talk to you later. Bye.